You may have heard of Honor, Huawei's new brand that focuses to sell devices online. It may seem a brave decision to launch a new mobile brand in such busy market, but its first phone, the Honor 6, took the market by storm. In this video, we are going to talk about the successor of Honor 6, which was announced at CES 2015. Hey guys, this is Vishal for Gizmo Lead, and this is Honor 6 Plus. So let's start off with the design. The phone is available in 3 colors, black, white, and the LT models come in gold. As you can see, we have got the black one here. The phone is mostly made of glass and metal. The front and back panels are made of glass and the metallic strip runs along the edges of the phone, except for the bottom, which reminded me of the Sony Xperia Z3. On the front, you get a notification light, an earpiece, and an 8 megapixel front camera with a 5.5-inch display below it, and there are no capacitive buttons here, so you'll have to use the on-screen buttons. There's nothing on the left side. On the right side you can see the volume rockers, the power button and the 2 SIM card trays. And one thing you should take note of is the microSD card goes in the SIM slot too. The placement of the power button is perfect for me as I don't need to move my hands to turn on the phone. On the top there is a 3.5mm audio jack, an IR blaster and the secondary noise cancellation microphone. On the bottom you can see the micro USB port along with the primary microphone. Now let's come to the back. You get a dual 8 megapixel camera setup with LED flash, the Honor logo in the middle and the loudspeaker at the bottom. As expected, there is no branding of Huawei on the device. The phone has a unibody design and it actually feels nice to hold this phone. I used the Honor 6 for a few months and if I compare these two phones, the Honor 6 felt a bit childish to hold. While both phones have a thickness of 7.5mm, the Honor 6 Plus is a lot heavier than its predecessor. Let's come to the display part. As I said earlier, the Honor 6 Plus comes with a 5.5-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1080 by 1920 pixels. One more thing to note is that there is no Gorilla Glass protection on the screen, which is a thumbs down. The bezels are thin and the screen is a bit saturated, but you could feel the crispness on the screen after powering on the phone because of the cool wallpapers, and I truly love the display. The touchscreen is smooth and responsive, the viewing angles are nice and I don't face the issue of fingerprints and smudges too. I didn't face any issues with the sunlight legibility too. Overall, the display was the best thing I like about this phone. The Honor 6 Plus has a good display too. Now, talking of the user interface, the Honor 6 Plus runs on Huawei's custom-made Emotion UI 3.0 on the top of Android KitKat 4.4.2. The skin is pretty smooth and clean as I've been using the skin for a long time and I am getting used to it. Huawei includes a lot of customization option on this phone, which is good. The on-screen buttons look like one found in the Android Lollipop. Talking of Lollipop, Huawei is yet to roll out Android 5.0 update. We hope it comes soon. The phone comes with a lot of features which are becoming common in smartphones these days. Like the one-hand UI, the suspend button, multi-screen, tap and pay, NFC, motion gestures and a lot more. There is a trick called Touch Plus by which you can disable the on-screen buttons and apply a film on the top of the phone to use the capacitive buttons. You can also choose between the simple or standard home screen like we have seen in some other Huawei devices. Another interesting thing in this UI is that when you swipe up from the bottom of the lock screen, a quick menu pops up just like the iPhones. Talking about the performance, the phone does lag a bit. For example, when I clean my notifications, the phone does work slowly and it's pretty bad. The Kirin 925 uses ARM's big Little architecture with 4 Cortex A7 cores clocked at 1.3 GHz and the other 4 Cortex A15 cores clocked at 1.8 GHz. The integrated GPU is Mali T628MP4. You get 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage space on the Honor 6 Plus. The storage space can be expanded up to 128 GB using a microSD card. We played some high graphic games and checked out the benchmark of the Honor 6 Plus. The benchmark scores were pretty decent. The phone lied below OnePlus One and got more points than HTC One 8, Xiaomi Mi 4 and the Samsung Galaxy S5. In the Geekbench 3, it got more points than Galaxy S5 and it scored 60.1 FPS in Nano Mark II. Throw any game at this device, it would run flawlessly without any lagging issues. But I faced some frame drops while playing Modern Combat 5 and Nova 3 at the maximum graphics. The internet browsing experience on Chrome was a bit disappointing because it was very irritating when the phone lagged when I tried to scroll up and down. We didn't experience any call quality problems with the Honor 6 Plus, but the volume was a bit low for me. The speakers are pretty good and they are enough for an average smartphone user. As I said earlier, the Honor 6 Plus sports a dual 8 megapixel back camera and a 8 megapixel front camera. You might have seen this kind of setup before, the HTC One M8. The main function of the dual camera setup is to get depth information in a scene and provide the ability to set focal point. When they work together, it results in number of different exposures for each scene, making it a very fast HDR performer. All of the standard modes are present, including HDR, panorama, and even super night mode that really helps out the dark shots. The device does not have a optical image stabilization, so the video recording is little shaky. However, if you have steady hands, you can produce high quality full HD shots. In general, the picture quality is good. Saturation level and good amount of detail were captured by using the main auto mode. The camera can take quick pictures, so it is a great device for an everyday camera companion. The main problem we found, however, has to do with the dual camera setup. When in the wide aperture mode, you can tap on a focal point and adjust the aperture. Depth of field is done on the software side, which gives you the ability to refocus the photos from the gallery. When used on a certain point, you can blur out the rest of the image other than the particular selected area. The Honor 6 Plus comes with a non-removable 3600 mAh battery, and I managed to use the phone for a day, which I texted, used social media, played songs, ran some games like Nova 3, and it works pretty fine. I think that a regular user could use it for another 12 hours, but I expected more because of its large size. So that's it guys, this was my full review of the Honor 6 Plus. The device is priced at $26,499 and will be available at flipkart.com soon. In short, it's a nice and well-built phone, has a nice display, a good battery, and the performance was good. What disappointed me is the camera. When the phone came out at CES 2015, I thought the dual camera thing would be great. But after checking it out, it doesn't seem that interesting. Otherwise, it's an amazing phone, but yes, it's a bit overpriced. However, at the price of $26,499, it's difficult to recommend the phone over the likes of OnePlus One. I would recommend this phone to you if you are really interested in checking out what Huawei is offering in this price segment. And I think it would have been a better choice if the device was priced around 20,000 price bracket. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.